I enjoy being in the outdoors, the fresh air, seeing nature and just the marvels that go with nature, where I developed an interest in fishing in particular. I really enjoy birding as well, and this has stayed with me all through my life. I led a fairly normal, active, healthy life, or I thought I did. I had no major issues. It wasn't until I reached the age of 67 that things seemed to take a change for the worse.
When Dave was diagnosed, I was scared. It was a shock. After all the tests, I never really dreamt that it would be that kind of diagnosis.
Before my diagnosis, I'd never heard of myelofibrosis. It was just shock and fear of the unknown. Like most people, you come up with a why me? You instantly look at the worst situation. I've got this rare blood cancer, when am I going to die?
The impact of myelofibrosis on Dave has just seen the change in him getting frustrated with the things he can't do anymore, just a change in the pace of life.
It was just a lack of energy, a lack of ability. I couldn't do the walks I used to do.
I think with Dave's condition, he recognises things, but he won't tell me. But I can recognise them myself. If he's waking up on a bad day, he won't tell me, but I know instantly it's not going to be a great day. He doesn't feel great. Just by his voice.
When I was referred to the specialist, I was quite relaxed. I was almost excited because we were being told about trials, great advances that were being made. It didn't make me feel nervous or anything like that. I felt this is a positive way forward. It was quickly established that with my other health conditions, the risk of complications was quite high to go through with a bone marrow stem cell transplant. And so I accepted that what we were doing was moving forward to treating the symptoms rather than looking at a cure for the disease. Frances has obviously been my, I guess we call her my primary carer, but she assists in every aspect of managing my myelofibrosis.
Over this journey, since Dave was diagnosed, I've just really learned that it's about him, it's not about me. To help Dave navigate his journey is really just supporting him in going to appointments, listening. I think it's really hard as a patient to take in everything you're being told. You really need someone else to listen and ask questions that you don't think of, because it's all a bit of a surprise and a bit of a shock, and you just need someone else there to listen, ask questions and take away the burden of organising things.
I think one of the things it's given me is the importance of relationships. I think had I been on my own and not married to Frances, I think I would have found the whole thing much more difficult to manage and deal with. But yeah, psychologically, I've surprised myself a little bit that when we got the initial diagnosis, I think you start off despondent. Someone tells you you've got a rare cancer, and you just think, oh, I'm going to die. And of course, it's not quite like that. You listen to the professionals, you listen to your body, and you try and live through it. As regards the future and my future with myelofibrosis, I'm reassured by the advances being made, within the medical profession, and I think the advances in medicine generally. We're always hopeful of new procedures, remedies coming forward, and I take some comfort from that.